Hi guys, beautiful people. Guys, I know that I've been missing in action. I've been missing in action for like weeks now, but I'm back. I'm back on your screens like I never left. Okay, so guys, today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial while I discuss. Of course, you know the title. You've seen the title already, so there's no need to talking too much. Okay, yeah, I'm going to be doing my, doing my makeup while I tell you guys what I think about this YUL EDOCHIE situation right now. It's very sad one that he lost his son and recently, and due to this polygamy wahala and all that. Okay, I'm going to be discussing that while I also talk about other things that I think that we need to learn from this situation. Okay, so guys, if you want to watch, don't touch that dial, keep on watching. So guys, I'm going to start off with my primer. I'm using the Pond's primer. Okay, yeah, I've been using this primer for like, I don't know, for some time. I only use it when I really have, I'm trying to like, I'm trying to make sure that my makeup lasts all day. Okay, so I'm going to use my Pond's. Okay, I think I have to put my hair behind my ears so I can rub in this Pond's primer. Guys, like this Pond's primer, if you're looking for a primer that can last all day, try it. It's very good. It's like the best primer in the market right now. So guys, I know a lot of you have you've seen all that happened to YUL EDOCHIE recently. You've heard it all. You've seen a lot of YouTubers, okay, that are talking about the same YUL EDOCHIE issue. It's like the trending issue, okay, for like 3 weeks now. It's been trending all over social media. People have been speculating as to what killed his son and all that. People have speculating and trying to point fingers at his second wife, Judy Austin, okay, or Judy Luhu, according to what they call her. I think I will go with Judy Luhu. Yeah, people have been speculating and have been coming up with all kinds of theories as to what caused that young boy's death. Okay, he was just 16 years. And anyway, I don't want to use strong words here. What actually made him to buy? Okay, for those of you in Nigeria, you know what I mean by buy. So it's a very sad one. Like, I'm trying to adjust my hair. Very sad one as to what caused that young boy to buy. Like, I'm really, I was really sad when I heard this whole situation. Like, what is happening? Why would this boy just buy like that? Without any I'm using my L'Oreal True Match foundation, so I'm just trying to like bring out the liquid on it. As I was saying, I'm trying to put in my foundation now, so using the L'Oreal True Match foundation, because I believe that foundation is what gives my face the color that I want. Like, I love that foundation a lot. Like, it has a very natural finish. It gives my face that natural finish. That's why I love the foundation a lot. So as I was saying, this YUL EDOCHIE issue, people have been pointing fingers at the wife and all that. Let me just say, guys, a background story to what really happened. I think the late YUL EDOCHIE's son had an exam the day he died, and we're told that the previous night before the exam he read all through the night in preparation for this particular exam. Okay, so after the exam he went to play football with his friends, and that's where he slumped and bye. So this matter now is like, people have been trying to like what would actually cause this young man's death. He wasn't sick. He wasn't exhibiting any sign that he was in distress or now that like he was sick. Okay, according to what they said, he was hale and hearty. The only thing was that probably due to the stress. But to me, someone that just finished writing exams, and he has the power to play football, I believe that he wasn't exhibiting any signs of being sick, because football, football is powerful. Like, you need to use your power and all that. So for someone that just finished his exam and going to play football, that this guy was hale and hearty. Okay, he was actually hale and hearty. There was nothing wrong with him. Okay, so I don't really understand what happened. Like, I don't know if the family is going to carry out an autopsy on him, but I feel like we need to know what really happened instead of pointing fingers at Judy Luhu. Okay, let us know what really caused the boy's death. That's what I think we should be focusing on right now instead of trying to point fingers. But at the end of the day, it's I know that of course they'll point fingers at her because you guys know the backstory now. I don't want to talk about what happened, why you know YUL EDOCHIE married a second wife. Okay, so I've talked about it on the channel before. I'll link the video in the description box. So to me, polygamy is something that I would not subscribe to. Okay, because apart from the fact that she might not really be the one, or she might not really have a hand in it, but that notion that that polygamy brings competition, it brings a kind of competition, mistrust, a lot of unhealthy relationship amongst the wives, amongst the family members. A lot of things happen in polygamy, and I feel like that was actually what actually affected this guy. You never can tell, because he would have been having a lot of bashing from his classmates, people around. Anytime he opens social media, he sees the way his father talks about being a proud polygamist. Okay, and his mother, him being the first son, his mother is the first wife. A lot of weight, or the weight is on his shoulders, really, because at that age he's like the first son. I know in Africa the first son has a lot of responsibilities towards the parents, towards everything, towards his siblings. Okay, so I don't know, that maybe that was one of the reasons, or what must have affected him. We're not sure, but I feel like that is one of the things that I think must have caused it. That's another angle to the way I'm looking at it. Okay, let's also look at the angle of the fact that, okay, probably she used juju. Okay, she used juju to buy him. Judy Luhu, yes, Judy Luhu used juju to buy this guy, this innocent guy, innocent boy. Okay, because of the fact that, okay, she wants her son to be the head of the house, or she wants to get access to the properties and all that, which I feel does not really make sense. To me, it doesn't make sense, because of course YUL EDOCHIE has other sons. He has 2 other sons, so her son is not even. It's not even an option. It's not like he's not going to be the first son. Of course, he's the first son from my own side, but not overall first son, because of course YUL EDOCHIE has 2 other sons from his first wife. So that one is she's just like, that is, she's just playing mind games on herself, because that is not going to work. Okay, her son there's no how her son is going to be the heir to the properties and all that. Okay, that is traditionally speaking. Yeah, so in this situation, I think that people should also look at the fact that polygamy is not a healthy practice nowadays, because of the so-called of course the African society has evolved around the years, and people do not really regard polygamy anymore, because of course people nowadays do court wedding, they wed in churches, and the church's doctrine states that 1 man 1 wife. Okay, so people do not really regard those polygamy to be they don't regard polygamy this nowadays, unlike the days of our forefathers, where of course our grandfathers married more than 5 wives, 10 wives. Okay, most of this like my grandfather, he had 5 wives, so it's not something that I am proud to say. But at the end of the day, polygamy was a thing those days. Okay, it was a thing those days, and people indulged in it because they felt like, the more wives you married, the more richer you are. Okay, that was one of the things that made people to actually stick to polygamy those days. But now polygamy is not a thing. Okay, it's not a thing now. People regard it as being foolish. Okay, that's just the truth, being foolish, because nowadays people don't really regard polygamy as anything these days. Like, polygamy is not a thing now at all. So when YUL EDOCHIE announced that he was taking a second wife, people were not like, what are you doing with the second wife? Because you already have a wife and you have 4 children from her. So what are you doing with polygamy? Like, it doesn't suit him. Like, you know, being a young man, and you know, he was also in politics, if you could recall. He was also vying for the position of the governor and all that. Then people are like, you don't need this, okay? This will destroy your political career and all that. And it did, and in fact, it did destroy his political career, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, it did. But at the same time, I feel like, I don't know what came over him. To me, I don't really know what came over YUL EDOCHIE, like seriously. Because it didn't strike me like someone that would actually take a second wife, even without even informing his first wife. Like seriously, that was bad of him. And to me, this polygamy of a thing is something that has really, really eaten deep into society now. People, a lot of young girls see it as, you know, their meal ticket to hooking richer men. They don't mind being second wives these days. Like, it's like they are dragging that position now. it's like people are dragging the position of being a second wife now. Like seriously, it's like a new thing. It's like something that, you know, they don't care. They don't mind being second wives now. A lot of women are out there, like they don't care. This reminds me of one time when I was working in a particular establishment, and the lady that one of my colleagues was telling me that she wouldn't date a young guy that is just starting off. That she would prefer dating older men, because and I'm like, older men, what if they are married? Because most of these rich men these days are already married. She said, that was not a problem now. She doesn't mind being a second wife. And from that day onwards, I started looking at her like, what is there? You are well read, you have a good job. What are you doing? Like, why can't you just, you know, look for a guy that has prospect? Of course, he's doing something, he's making money for himself. A young guy, even if he's not that rich, but at least he can afford the good things of life. Like he has a decent job, he's doing something for himself. Just grow with the guy and get married. She was like, if that's what I want to be doing, that's not her vision. No, that she wants to marry a rich man. The fact that she doesn't mind being a second wife to a rich man. Okay, so I was not like, well, that's your own point, because everybody with their own point, different. Really, everybody with their own reasoning. Because mine was like, okay, you have a good job, you see a decent guy that's earning well, that's doing a decent job, that's earning well, you stick to the guy, and you know, build up something together. Even if you don't want to be with the guy, and you don't want to be with the guy, at least not an old man, somebody's wife, somebody's husband. Like, are you saying that that's your vision? Like, you just want to be a second wife, that is what you want to be doing? Like, that is what you feel like you are worth, being a second wife, because of money? She says she does not mind though, that's what she wants to do. And sometimes I was just looking at her like, well, everybody with their own opinion, but the way it is right now, polygamy has destroyed a lot of homes. And you know, coming from a polygamous home, we notice that a lot of competition happens. Like, even if you're not competing with anybody, you just find yourself in that situation whereby people are already comparing you, already trying to bring you down, already trying to, like, polygamy comes with a lot of bullshit. Like, people do bullshit. People do a lot of, people even go they even do a lot of evil stuff, because of course they want to be relevant in the marriage. They want to make sure that they are relevant in the marriage. Okay, so a lot of things happen in polygamy, guys. Like, a lot of things happens. Like, people do evil things. Do evil things just to become relevant in that marriage. Like, you don't want to hear extent at which people go just to become the favorite wife, so to say, and let their children enjoy the favorite things, even if they were not there when the man made the money. But they want to make sure that they create a luxurious lifestyle for themselves. They don't even care to know how the man and his first wife struggle to make the money because of greed, because they are very lazy, because they don't want to. That is their vision. Because to me, you are going to break a home. You are breaking a home. Like Judy Luhu now, she's proud breaking a home. Like she does not care about the feelings of YUL EDOCHIE first wife May. She does not care about May's feeling. Like she does not care. She's just doing her own thing because she's greedy. Okay, and mind you, this is someone that left her husband because she was married in the first place. She left her husband and she went to meet another man's husband. Like, how pathetic is that? Like, seriously, how pathetic is that? Like, you don't have, that means you don't have vision for yourself. Like, you're going. So guys, I'm back. I'm done with my brows. Okay, so they look better now. So as I was saying, I'm trying to do my eyeshadow now. Now this polygamy of a thing, a lot of women are the cause why these men actually do what they do. I'm not talking about men, I'm talking about the girls out there, the side chicks. Okay, they just try to, because of their laziness. I call it laziness because for you to be a side chick to a man, like, you're lazy, like you prefer being a second fiddle. Because of the money involved, you want to ruin a home, okay, and you end up doing that, and you think that your home will be safe. Like, that is the end of it. You forget that there's something called karma. The Austin actually used something. Judy Luhu, yeah. She used something on YUL EDOCHIE. Like, he's not really thinking straight. For a man that has married his wife for over 16 or let's say 17 years, yes, 17 years going to 18 years, and you do that to your wife, like, seriously, you take another woman without telling her, and she finds out on social media. Like, to me, it's not real. Like, he is the cause of all this that's happening in his family. I feel like he is to blame. If I'm to blame any person, okay, I blame YUL EDOCHIE. I don't even blame Judy Luhu because he fell for it, and that's what most men need to figure out. Like, you need to be very careful with all these side chicks. You need to be very careful with all these side chicks because they're not coming empty-handed. They're not playing with you. Like, they are coming to destroy. And if you give them the room, that means what you've been building for years, they'll just come and destroy what you've been building for years. That's what the truth of the whole matter. They'll come and destroy what you've been building for years. And the truth is that it affects the women more. Okay, it affects the women more because you would have been building with your husband for years. Another woman will just come and be sharing what you're supposed to be enjoying. Like, it's so painful. It's so painful. Like, I feel so much for me right now because she has also lost a child in this whole process. Like, in this whole Buhaha process, in this whole polygamy wahala, she lost a son. And in that first instance, people were telling her to leave her marriage when this whole thing broke up. She refused. I believe she wanted to, stay because of her children. But still right now, I think that with the loss of her son, she needs to leave that place. Like, it's not a healthy ground for her because we don't know what Judy Luhu has used. Okay, she must have used Juju to try to cause chaos in the home, to try to, in fact, who knows, she must have like, okay, let me use this thing to scare this man away so that she can leave this man for me. But I feel like she shouldn't leave that house because that house that she's living currently, she shouldn't leave the house because she built that house with YUL. I won't advise her to leave that house because she has already built with the house with YUL. She has her money, her sweat, and all that is in that house. So I'm not advising her to leave that house. Even if she's going to divorce YUL, that house should remain intact. I'm telling you, because at the end of the day, her sweat and all that is in that house, and that's what Judy Luhu is coming for. Okay, so she shouldn't leave that house. She should remain in that house. So a lot of times, these issues have been there. Like, many women are passing through the same issue. Okay, but we need to be very careful because these men, they don't have boundaries. Like, it all comes down to boundary. If YUL EDOCHIE had boundaries, I don't think he will fall into the hands of this Judy Luhu. Okay, he will fall inside the hands of this Judy Juju. Hey God, because even the other day I was even going through her profile, like she's not even a good actress. I don't even see what I don't know what he sees in that woman. Like seriously, I don't know. But let's keep that aside. A lot of women need to learn from this YUL EDOCHIE, Judy Austin and male issue, because our men are so porous these days. Like they give room to all sort of trash out there. Like a lot of girls are coming for people's husbands now. I won't lie to you. Like a lot of girls are coming to people's husbands. I don't even care that the man is married. Like they are coming for them, and they're not coming empty-handed. They're coming with a lot of things. They're coming with evil stuff. Coming with going diabolical because they want to grab that man. So a lot of women need to wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up. These girls are not playing. These girls are not playing one bit. They are not playing, okay? They are out to get this man. Like they're not playing. So I think that we need to. So I need to bronze up this face. Add a little bit of shine to my face. Bronze. So these men are not. They're not smiling at all. They're not smiling. These girls are not smiling, and the men too. They are just so porous, my liking. Like I don't know why a man would just, and I used to say it most times that men should mind how they eat outside. After my husband, I said, see, let me tell you, forget that woman that is saying, this woman cannot do this, woman cannot do that. You don't know what is in their mind. A lot of women, their minds are so deep. They might be into you, but you might not be seeing it that way. They're just out to destroy your home, out to cause chaos. And by the time I know men now, they don't mind. When that thing in between their trousers snaps, they enters. The girl will now hook them with pregnancy, and that is what has destroyed a lot of homes. The girls coming in with pregnancies, saying that the man got them pregnant, okay, trying to trap the men with pregnancy. That's what a lot of girls do these days. They try to trap men with pregnancy, and it's so disheartening that many women will do that. I think I'm done with this makeup. I just want to use my lipstick. So polygamy is not your mate, okay? Polygamy will ruin you, because I lived in a polygamous home for a long time, so I understand how it feels. Like the family house, of course, family house, a lot of things happen, a lot of polygamy and all that. So I've experienced polygamy from my father's side, okay, so I know how it is. Like it's not a joke. It's not a joke. It's a survival of the fittest. If you're not strong enough, they will beat you out. If you don't follow up with prayers, you just see your life crumbling before you, because a lot of competition, a lot of backbiting, a lot of betrayals comes with living in a polygamous home. You're not safe. You are not spiritually. You have to be strong spiritually. You have to be strong physically, because the war are coming from both sides. So polygamy is not a thing that you joke with. It's not a thing that you just say, oh, our forefathers did it, okay? But those days they did it. But nowadays, women nowadays are so desperate. Unlike men of these days, women nowadays are so desperate. They are ready to kill just because they want to be relevant in that home. So a lot of men now are thinking, I was taking these things for granted, because they feel like they can overcome anything. Because they have money, they can have a lot of women. They can have side chicks. They can have many wives. But my dear, you don't know what these women are capable of doing nowadays. Nobody wants to be a second fiddle these days. Everybody wants to take over. Everybody wants to be number one. So you have to be careful out there, guys. Like you have to be careful. And to the women, you have to pray, because these men, they don't have boundaries. They are so porous. They are so porous. And these days, women are not the side chicks out there. They're not coming with empty hand. They are coming with everything in their arsenal. They are coming with everything in their arsenal to make sure that they get these men. Okay, so a lot of things comes with it. So women out there, we have to be very, very prayerful. We have to make sure that we guide our homes, because these girls are not smiling. They're not smiling. They are not smiling at all. They're not smiling. That's just the truth. So, well, I feel for YUL EDOCHIE, because this thing is really affecting her. Losing a son is not a joke at all. It's not a joke, and I feel like this is the last straw, that she has to take in this marriage, okay? Because YUL EDOCHIE himself, he has deleted all his pictures in his Instagram account, but to me, that is not enough. The home is already broken. A lot of things have gone down, and I know that he's grieving right now, but he caused it upon himself. Like, he caused everything. If he had put his, he had the, sorry, if he had been more careful, he wouldn't be in this mess today. If he hadn't taken another wife, if he had self control, we wouldn't be in this. He wouldn't be in this mess that he is currently, because he didn't have self control. He allowed himself to be used by the devil. Okay, so I've done my makeup. I'm done with my makeup right now. I don't know. Rate this makeup for me. Like, seriously, it's been a while that I came out here to do makeup. So I don't know if I've lost touch. I don't know if I've lost touch, but all the same, the makeup is makeuping. So guys, this is all my 2 cents about this polygamous thing. It's not the best. It's not the best. Men should be careful. Women should guide their homes, because these girls are not smiling. They're not smiling at all. But the truth is, to me, there's nothing to salvage in that marriage, because she has lost her son. A lot of things have gone down, and YUL EDOCHIE is not. To me, I don't see him as someone that is repentant of what he did. Even if he tendered a public apology, to me, I felt like what he is doing, like, he's not remorseful enough, if that's the word, remorseful enough. And I feel like he caused it upon himself, and it's such a pity that it led to this loss of his son. Okay, so, well, to me, polygamy is a no-no. I will not subscribe to it. And if tomorrow my husband comes up and says he wants to take a second wife, I wouldn't take that lightly, because I have to guard my space. I have to guard my children. I have to, protect what I've worked for all these years. Okay, so I would not stand for it, and in fact, it will not happen. I would make sure that I don't. You have to, as women, you have to be proactive, because these men, they don't know how to control themselves. So please pray for your husband that he controls himself out there when he meets with all those women out there. Be it business partner, be it colleague, be it anything. These women are not smiling. Like, they're out to get these men. They're out for married men now. So wives, we need to be strong. We need to hold our men tight. We need to pray, be prayerful. Make sure that you don't allow the devil to get into your home. Yeah, that is what I have to say about this polygamy thing, because I, for one, am not in for polygamy. Okay, I'm not a propaganda of polygamy. I don't like it. It's not the best, because it brings a lot of bitterness, a lot of resentment. Okay, so I'm not propaganding polygamy. Okay, so guys, this is the end of today's video, and these are my 2 cents on this particular issue. If you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Click on the bell notification button beside the subscribe button to get notified whenever I post new videos here on my channel. So guys, my next video coming up very, very soon. Bye. You don't have the time for me.